And then the second one is an enlargement, okay, using centre C and a scale factor of 2. Now, it's very easy to get one of those 2 marks, okay, because the scale factor of 2 is telling me all the lengths of that shape have to be doubled times by 2. So it's 2 squares across, so on the new shape it's going to be 4 squares across. It's 3 squares down, so it's going to be 6 squares down, right? So everybody here can draw a rectangle twice the size of that one, where the lengths are twice the size of that one. Okay? For the second mark, there's a little bit more work to do. Because we've got a centre involved, it has to be drawn in a certain position. Now then, I'm going to take that corner there, and I'm going to draw my new shape from that top left-hand corner. Now, to go from the centre to that top left-hand corner, I count across 2 squares to the right, 1 square down. Okay? Because the scale factor is 2, I have to do that twice. So there's my centre, across 2, down 1, across 2, down 1. So it starts there. That is where I'm starting drawing. Now then, the length going across on the original shape is 2, and now it needs to be doubled to 4. And going down, 3 squares down, it's now doubled to 6. Okay, complete. So use the squares, and that's where the shape should end up. I mean, if you've drawn that shape to that size, somewhere different to where I put it, you will actually get one of those 2 marks, which is better than not getting anything, obviously, right? But when there's a centre involved, you do need to do that counting to find where to start to draw the shape for that second mark. And then part C, we're now talking about a translation. Now, what a translation is, a translation just slides the shape along the grid, right? So the orientation of that triangle, the way it looks there, it's going to look exactly the same. When I move it, it's just going to be in a different position, right? But it's going to be exactly the same way up, exactly the same orientation. So up the top here, it's saying using the column vector 5 minus 2. So to interpret that column vector there, 5 minus 2, the top number there is how many you go across, and the bottom number is how many you go up or down. Okay? So the 5 is a positive 5, so we count 5 to the right, and it's a negative 2, so we count in 2 downwards. Okay, so if I take that corner point there first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So that ends up there. Do the same for this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. And finally, the bottom point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. And then I join those dots up. And as I say, it's in exactly the same orientation, it's just slid from the one point to the other. And then, the second part says write down the column vector, so that's a column vector there at the top. So I can have a column vector, and I need to put a number on the top and a number underneath it. Okay, and it wants to reverse the translation. So I want to go back to start. Okay, well if I want 5 to the right, the opposite of 5 to the right is 5 to the left. And when I move to the left, that has a minus sign on it. So the top number would be minus 5. The bottom number was minus 2, telling me to go 2 down. Now I've got to go 2 up, So it's a positive 2 underneath it. Okay, that's how I take it back to start.